So we're back in the shop today, and today we're going to do some maintenance on our planer. I started using it to plane down some wood for our cutting boards, and noticed I was getting some streaking, so we're going to go ahead and change the blades. So we have the 735 DeWalt, and the first thing we're going to do is take off this top cover, and you take your Allen wrench out, and there's 4 bolts on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll take those off. First thing, make sure, very important, make sure it's unplugged. Okay, and it should just lift off like so. Okay, you can see it here now. So we have 1, 2, 3 wing nuts, and we'll just remove those. Now that we have those wing nuts off, we're going to remove the dust shroud. So what we want to do is take this up, move it off to the side, and then pull it out. Disconnecting this from this here, from the blower. So now that we have the 3 blades exposed, we have this here. You don't want to touch it with your hands. And you have a tool with a magnet on the back, and that's what we'll use to pick them up and then flip them around. And we'll use this tool here to go ahead and remove them. So now that you have the blades exposed, there's a couple things you want to do. You want to get your wrench back, of magnets on one side, and then you have the Allen wrench on the other. And then you want to get a scrap piece of wood as well to turn the blades. And then there's a little locking mechanism that will hit, and then we'll lock down the blades. Okay, now that I got my scrap wood, I'll go ahead and turn the blades. So what you want to make sure is that when you rotate this with your scrap wood, that you engage the header, the lock. This will prevent it from moving. Now that you have all 8 screws removed, go ahead and take your tool with your magnet and go ahead and pick this up. So the first thing that's going to come off is this shroud, or this cover, and then it'll expose the blade. So the blade will just go down and then pull that up like so. And what we're going to do is turn it 180 degrees because we haven't used this yet. This side, and then put it back down. Put it back down, making sure they align with the holes. And there's little oblong holes too. We want to make sure those are in there. So go ahead and then using our scrap wood, we'll hold down the blade and bring that up. We'll go ahead and get the cover, which we had, and we'll put that down over. And we'll reinstall the screws. Alright, now that we have all 8 screws back in, we'll go ahead and rotate and do the rest of the blades. And it'll be the exact same. So when you have these 8 screws in here, what I like to do is once I have them tightened up again, before I change the next blade, I just go ahead and make sure that they're all snugged up going down the line, just to make sure I touch every one. There we go.